Memorial Day turns deadly for one couple in Shiawassee County after their plane crashes. We've got that story and much more from Tuesday's top web headlines. This is the Daily Webcast. I'm Jared Smith. The crash happened near East Beard Road in Antrim Township Monday afternoon. The Sheriff's Department says a husband and wife from Virginia were on board the plane. The vintage aircraft featured an interesting twist as the pilot sits in the back seat and the passenger in the front. That was one of the factors which led to the pilot surviving the wreck. Shortly after takeoff, the plane crashed into a barn, killing the woman. Her 61-year-old husband was taken to Sparrow Hospital in Lansing with serious injuries. The investigation of the crash has been turned over to the FAA. Meanwhile, in Flint Township, a missing woman has been found safe. 43-year-old Melissa Ann Darnaby was last seen Wednesday at Hurley Medical Center, but was found safely on Monday afternoon. No information was given by police where Darnaby was located, but she is safe and receiving treatment. Flint Township PD was concerned because they said she's diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia and bipolar disorder and has a past history of suicide attempts. It was also reported that she had stopped taking her medication prior to disappearing. In Saginaw, Memorial Day was marred by murder when a 39-year-old man was shot early Monday morning. It happened on Cumberland near Highland on the city's east side. Police haven't released the man's name at this time. Authorities say it's the sixth shooting in the past 5 days. On a more uplifting note, yesterday a slew of communities across Genesee County honored fallen veterans with Memorial Day festivities, and we begin in Burton, where residents celebrated by resurrecting their parade. It was once considered the largest of its kind in Genesee County, but budget cuts forced the parade to be eliminated last year as the city faced a $500,000 budget shortfall. This year, though, the city was able to raise about $30,000 in mostly private funds to bring back the parade. And here's a look at the Memorial Day Parade in Mount Morris. Although veterans played a major role in the annual event, the highlight here for many were the fire trucks. Meanwhile, in downtown Flint, the day was marked by a special tribute to World War II vet Frank Fowler at McFarland Park. The Army Staff Sergeant went missing in action back in 1944, and on Monday his name was added to the park's memorial. NBC 25's Bill Harris also spoke at the ceremony. And finally, in Genesee Township, the kids came out not only to watch the parade, but to participate in it as well. Floats abounded with excitement and honor for those who have and continue to serve our country. The Huron County Sheriff is looking for a man who exposed himself to 3 Bay City teens. The sheriff says the teens were swimming when they noticed the man. They reported that the suspect was in his 50s and wearing a tan ball cap, as well as a light blue shirt and shorts. Anyone with information is asked to contact the sheriff. And this morning on NBC 25 Today, we paid a visit to Phantom Fireworks in Flint Township. The big story around the state is that Michigan residents will no longer have to travel across state lines to legally purchase fireworks. It could be a big boost for the state's economy, but with it comes safety concerns. On January 1st, a law went into effect that lifted a ban on some of those very popular fireworks, and on May 26th, just a few days ago, it marked the first day fireworks were allowed to be sold throughout the state. The AP reported that over 500 certificates were issued to businesses across Michigan wishing to sell them, and be sure to head to our website, mybcnews.com, for more information about this story. Meanwhile, in sports, the Great Lakes Loons in action on Memorial Day Monday. They took on South Bend. Jump ahead to the third. Score tied at 1. Silverhawks' Tom Belza at the dish. Fly ball to shallow center. Check out that catch by center fielder James Baldwin. He was on his horse, and he hung on for the web gem. But bad news for Loons fans. South Bend hangs on as well as they win it 6-2. And for more on the top stories of the day, you can log on to our homepage. You can see it in the monitor right here. It's mynbcnews.com. And don't forget, chime in on what you read by logging on to our Facebook page, NBC 25 News, or you can find us on Twitter at NBC_25. Hope that's it for Tuesday's news and sports headlines. Time now to check in with Janet, who's got a look at today's weather forecast. Janet?
Thanks, Jared. Today a little bit cooler than yesterday in case you guys were too hot, but temperatures are going to fall all the way down to 50 for a low tonight. Breezy this afternoon, 12 to 20 miles per hour, but falling all the way down to 50, so it'll be a little bit more comfortable for you guys. We are going to see much cooler temperatures, though, to come tomorrow.